Hey guys, Ken Smith Fishing. So, hope you enjoyed the Fork video. I will be headed to Fork. You guys will see this on Thursday. I'll be headed to Fork on Friday. I'll be there. You'll see this today, and I'll be on Fork tomorrow, practicing, trying to figure out how to stay in a kayak. So, before I go, I want to share with you guys, as I did just last week, this is the Black Friday, basically month at Tackle Warehouse. And there's a lot of stuff on sale, and just a couple things jumped out at me. Before I do that, let me also remind you, so Waterland has a pretty great deal right now on all their glasses. So right now they're buy one, get a second pair for 50% off on most models. They're 25% off on all their apparel, their gear, their dry bags. And then if you want to give somebody a gift card so they can pick their own glasses, gift cards are 15% off. So that's a pretty great deal. I just got these. This is, so you guys know, you don't know, the frame I always wear is the Milliken frame. But what I have wanted is this, which is a yellow lens for low light. This lens is called the, what is this lens color called? Golden Light Mirror, and it kind of makes things pop. That's a pair. I just got those. I've not even had them on yet on the water, but those are only about $140 pair. So you can buy a pair and get a second pair for half price. So that's out there. There'll be a link at the bottom if you want to go to Waterland. And again, the discounts apply. There's some great deals over there. Over at Tackle Warehouse. So this week, so each week it's a different deal. This week there are deals on, I think, 7 things. I just lost the page I was working on. So this week is 20% off of 7 different things. We've got 7 different categories. We've got rods, soft plastics, spinnerbaits, buzzbaits, umbrella rigs, which are expensive. So this is a great time to buy them 20% off. A lot of accessories. I'm going to show you a couple of these things, and then all their frogs. So a couple things that jumped out at me as I was kind of going through this stuff. Some of this stuff is already on sale, and then it's also Black Friday sale, so you can get like 20% more off, and I'll show you one of those in a second. But I know this is the small version of the Spro Shed swim bait. It's only $10. It's normally a $25 bait, so that's one of the things that jumped out at me. What else jumped out at me on here? Let's see. Oh yeah, you may not remember this, but several years ago, Brandon Palaniuk won a tournament on Rayburn, and he was fishing up around Jackson Hill. No, he was fishing up around, he was above there, he was up around Shirley, and he was throwing that Arashi big swimmer swim bait quite a bit. And some of those baits are on sale right now. There, I captured a color that's not on sale, but some of those baits are on sale. There's a bunch of rods on sale, and this is some of those as I was talking about. So this is that Shimano Poison series. It's one of their high dollar rods series. They were already on sale, and then there's another 20% off on some of those rods as well. So if you're a Shimano guy, you might check those out. There's some Dobbins rods on sale. There's some Lew's rods. Now, and not every rod is on sale, but there's some Abu Garcia rods on sale as well. That TP1's a really nice it's a really nice Lew's rod. One I have quite a few in my arsenal. There's some Cashins on sale, again, some Garcias. That Curado glass crankbait, I know a lot of Shimano guys love that rod. And then just a Curado casting rod as well. All pretty heavily discounted already. And then you get another 20% off some of that stuff as well. In my mind, there's really kind of 3 or 4 frogs in the marketplace. The first one would be Booyah, and you can see that the Booyah are on sale and 20% off. Then you got the Spros, you got the Booyah Junior Pad Crashers, and then you got Rojas's Bronze Eye Frog. You got the King Daddy Frog, that's the big one. And then you got the Strike King, both the Hack Attack Pad Perch and also the Pad Poppin' Perch, I think is what it's called. But they got both of the Strike King frogs on sale on there. And then
both the 6-inch frogs are on sale. So the Vega Hollow Body, which is the Poppin' Frog, which we've had out for a long time. But the new Hush Frog, this thing can't be 3 months on the market. It's the walking frog. It's got actually both of them have great hook to body size, have a great hookup ratio with them. Both those frogs are also on sale right now. And then jumping to some other categories.
There's also some A-rigs on sale. I really throw one of two A-rigs. I either throw, before 6 cents came out with them, I only threw Shanes. So I've got some Shanes left over. But the 6 cents Divine A-rig, I like that rig. And to me, an A-rig kind of looks like an A-rig, unless you go with something like the Shane's Dominator, where there's eight wires off of it. But the 6 cents is good wire, good swivels, good connectors all the way through, and that's really what makes for a good A-rig. I learned that lesson. If you guys remember, Gary Fraser and I went to Texoma several years ago using the old cheap Yum ones, and those fish just destroyed those. I mean, we had multiple A-rigs torn up that day. Now, granted, we were catching stripes, but both of these will survive that. So the 6 cents are on sale, and then the Shanes are on sale. That Mini Blades of Glory, that giant one, I never threw it. The Moneyball umbrella, I threw it some. The Fifth Element was the one that I bought the most of and that I still have. So those are out there at a pretty good discount. And then the other thing that I'm really disappointed in myself that I couldn't wait. I knew, so one of the few worms that I throw that isn't a 6 cents worm is a Berkeley Power Worm. And I buy one color, blue fleck, and I buy 100 at a time, which I buy 1 or 2 packs a year. And I literally got my order in the mail today. That bag of baits would have been, $25, $27 versus $40 that I paid for it. But still a good deal, right? 100 baits. So a whole lot less expensive than buying them in the little 5 or 7 packs. So I got my Berkeley 7-inch power worms in there. If you've been waiting, which I have, to get a Bubba Pro series, those are $200 scales. 20% off, that's $40 off. So now's your time to do that. And then they got that rechargeable scale on there as well. The battery for sale on there. So that AccuCull, if you want something a little bit less expensive, by the way. So I have been using that little Rapala one right there. So that one's, and actually I think I looked through. So there it is. I actually dumped it in the cart to see what it was going to cost. So you see, it was $74 originally, marked down to $59, and then another 20-ish% off of that gets you down to $47. That's a pretty good deal on that Rapala touchscreen tournament scale. So there's a bunch of other deals out there. That's just stuff that jumped out at me as I kind of browsed through this stuff, and I thought I wanted to share that with you. Again, as you guys are well aware, Tackle Warehouse supports my channel. So when you buy any of this stuff through my link, they credit me for it, and that tells them that you're finding them through my channel, and that's why they support me. So I appreciate y'all doing that. Anybody who's ever emailed me, when I respond, you see right at the bottom of my email link, I say, please bookmark the tab below, because that anytime you shop Tackle Warehouse, that tells them that you're shopping through me. Likewise, 6 cents, there's always a link below, and you can always use the KEN10 discount code to get 10% at 6 cents. That helps them support, or that lets them know to support my channel. My normal Waterland code is KEN15, but with the sales, you don't want to use that. There's a better deal. So just tell them, hey, found you through Ken Smith Fishing. And they'll know for sure that they want me there. And by the way, I want to do a little work next year. If you guys get a chance to come to the Classic, I want to be in the 6 cents booth some. So you'll have a chance. If we've not met and you want to meet me, I'll be hanging around the 6 cents booth a couple of days as well. So if you've never been to the Classic, by the way, totally worth coming. It is a great, it's better than any boat show I've ever been at. So it's a lot of fun. So I hope to see you guys over there. But anyway, so that's the stuff. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. There'll be more stuff on sale next week. This sale ends on the 22nd, I believe. Yep, this one ends at 12 o'clock Eastern, so 1 o'clock our time, or 11 o'clock our time on the 22nd. And then phase 3 will kick off, and there'll be more stuff for sale, and I'll share that with you next week as well. So, by the way, I didn't talk about it. There's a bunch, besides just the power worm, there is a bunch of stuff for sale in the soft plastic area. So if you want to stock up on your soft plastics, stock up on your spinner baits, buzz baits, whatever, all that stuff's out there. So I want to look at one more thing real quick out of curiosity. So yeah, I went and looked. So you guys know several years ago, I went up to Lake of the Ozarks for it was either a regional or a Costa, back when it was Costa Championship. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a Costa Championship. And I discovered a regional buzzbait up there that is really the only buzzbait I throw, and it's called Crockagators. Croc, CROK-O-Gator. And it's a head knocker buzzbait. So every time the head's here and every time the blade comes around, it hits that head. It is the noisiest buzzbait. I got on it up there. At that time, it was a very localized buzzbait. It is the baddest, noisiest buzzbait. Great hookup ratio I've ever fished with. And those are also on sale. I don't have a link to show you what those look like. Actually, I'll add one right there. So those are on sale, 20% off. So a couple bucks off those as well, $1.50 off those as well. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys shop and use the link. And I'll be back next week, assuming I survive the kayak tournament. And we'll let y'all know how we did it for it. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I'm going back club fishing. I'm really excited. Already over 100 fish in this tournament, so it's going to be, but I would assume that's probably a pretty big field for deer season bass fishing field. I don't think you would draw that in a whole lot of tournaments at Rayburn right now. So this should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Guys from all over the country. And if we've never met and you're there, come say hello. I'll be around the way in. Or if you hear me in the water, please come fish me out of the water. And help me get all my stuff picked back up. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see y'all soon.